Well, first of all, we would say that teams are the place where performance happens and also the place where well-being happens. And as a leader of teams myself, then of course I'm concerned both with performance and well-being as well as a host of other issues, including development, growth of individuals, career trajectory, innovation, all those kinds of things that can happen in team context. To ensure that well-being happens, of course, is a challenge because we can't guarantee it. But ideally, what we're working with when we're working with the team around issues of well-being is we're beginning to help the team have a conversation about their shared sense of responsibility, purpose, and ownership of their individual and collective well-being. So in larger organizations that are quite impersonal, where do we feel the most connected? Ideally in our team. Where's the place where people are more likely to have the opportunity to hear what's happening in our lives is likely within the context of the team. So the team is the natural place to be the epicenter for well-being within an organization. So the challenge for us is to, one, help teams take on and understand that well-being is not something that's the antithesis of performance, but it's essential in order for performance to take place. So it's not something we do in addition to performing. It's how do we see the well-being of our members, their mental health, their physical health, their stress levels, their anxiety, their pressures. How do we help us all together collectively to see the work towards a greater depth and degree of wellness is going to benefit us as a team and benefit whatever organization in which we sit. So one of the keys is to see it's not as something that's off target, it's something that's on target. And it has a direct correlation to performance, retention, all kinds of things that well-being is mapped to these days. So that's probably the best way to really ensure it, is to see it as a part, as a function of performance, and then to give it its due focus within the context of the team. And working with a lot of teams in this space, it's not massive changes that need to happen. It's not some major change. It's very often just noticing moments, taking a little time. During the COVID years, teams notice that they need to pay attention to connection a little bit more, taking a little bit time to just get to know one another, to find out what's happened. So small moments of connection. When something comes up, we bring it into the conversation. How does this impact our already busy workload? Asking questions about how we feel about this. Offering support to one another and recognizing the need for support. Recognizing when certain tasks are draining on everybody, and how can we as a team perform those tasks with some different spirit. So whether that's playfulness, whether that's togetherness, whether that's gamification, whatever it is, we're doing something in order to enrich that experience. So there's a lot of different ways it can happen. And it's a very important part, both of our leadership responsibility to ensure that the people that we lead have as much of an experience of well-being as possible. But it's also great if we can help the teams that we serve develop that as well, and it becomes a characteristic of the team within an organization that's hopefully a caring organization as well.